Hi, this is Dr. Kevan Keramati. Today I'm going to talk about the inferior and posterior surfaces of brain. This is the inferior or ventral surface. The major structures which you can see here are the inferior surfaces of frontal lobes, the inferior surfaces of temporal lobes, the two lateral lobes of cerebellum, and the brainstem. Here you can see the inferior surface of one frontal lobe, and this is the inferior surface of the other frontal lobe. This here is the inferior surface of temporal lobe, and this here is the inferior surface of the other temporal lobe. This is one lateral lobe, and this is the other lateral lobe of cerebellum. The other structure is the brainstem. This region is called brainstem. The brainstem has three parts. One of them is medulla oblongata. You can see the medulla oblongata here. The other part of brainstem is pons. This is pons. And the third part of brainstem is mesencephalon or midbrain. Here you can see mesencephalon or midbrain. These are two cerebral peduncles of mesencephalon, and this space between them is called interpeduncular fossa. These are two mammillary bodies. This is olfactory bulb. This is olfactory tract. This is optic chiasm. The optic chiasm is made by crossing or decussating of two optic nerves. This is trigeminal nerve. The surface of brain has been covered by a structure which is called gray matter. The components of gray matter are 1. Neurons as the most important functional cells of nervous system. 2. A group of supportive cells which are collectively named as neuroglia or glial cells. 3. Neural fibers, which most of them are unmyelinated. 4. Blood capillaries. Okay, let's go to another surface. This is the posterior surface of brain. In this view, you can see the occipital lobes. This is one occipital lobe, and this is the other occipital lobe. As you probably guess, this space is longitudinal fissure. You can also see here the little brain or cerebellum. The cerebellum has three parts. The middle part of cerebellum is vermis. The vermis is surrounded by the other two parts, which are called lateral lobes. This is one lateral lobe, and this is the other lateral lobe of cerebellum.